Hey, traders. Happy Wednesday to you. Good to see y'all. Just looking at Bitcoin that's down, marginally today, $250. Bearish engulfing candle as the stock market closed, and currently just back testing on this new 4-hour candle. Well, the newer 4-hour candle, right? It'll be closed in 50 minutes. 47,476, that inflection point from April 23rd, that is a resistance now. It's just not good, man. So you did hit, I guess in the morning, you hit that candle low close from December 4th. So that's what's going on. Not really good price action. No bullish divergence, no seller exhaustion in sight on the 4-hour. I don't even think the 60-minute. Oh my God. Whoops. No wonder it was messed up like that. Okay. Crap. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Messed up my chart stuff. Right there. See the dates. All right, there we go. So anyway, yeah, I mean, with no exhaustion applied, it's just hard to have any sort of conviction on Bitcoin holding here and actually majorly reversing to the upside, right? Without an edge, it's really tough to feel good about Bitcoin. 4-hour, 60-minute, even. There's no, I mean, you diverge some, then there was no demand, only supply, and now you're starting to bleed out again. And to me, it seems extremely likely you go down to $46,000 soon, right? To go test the low point again, the 886 of the potential little bullish shark, and maybe by then you get divergence. But things get bad. 113% retrace is down at like 44.7. So, yeah, man, just not really good. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Sorry, dealing with a distraction right now. Okay. All right. That's Bitcoin 4-hour, 60-minute. I'll go the daily. Sorry. Daily bad. Daily bad. Very, very bad. You need the same level of inflection we talked about, right? Resistance is resistance again. You're below with confirmation. I mean, yesterday, below the 200-day simple moving average. Hidden bearish divergence is very well developed now on the daily. Impending price action continuation downward. And just falling below critical levels like this, below some moving averages, not oversold, hidden bearish divergence on the daily. These are all like bad signs. And it's Asia's time. What does Asia do? They just sell. They don't buy anymore. They're just selling. So the stock market didn't do anything today. It's probably not good. It's just probably not good. And then, catching a lot of flack for just, I mean, you tell me, chat. Can we look up the actual definition of this, man? A bullish engulfing candle is a green candlestick that closes higher than the previous day's opening after opening lower than the previous day's close. In crypto, it's the same low, right? Same low. We've seen many engulfing candles over time, haven't we? A lot of them. There was a perfect one in July. There was a perfect one in September. There was a perfect one in December last week. The same thing. And now it's still not invalid yet, but soon will be if you get a weekly close below 46.6 it will be invalidated. All right. So I mean that's all it is, dude. That's all these Japanese candlestick patterns are. They're just names, and they have definitions, and these definitions are presenting themselves right here. You know, it previously covered it. So
JMO tip $21.22. Take a look at FNV on the NYSE. 0.0004500 BTC.
Oh, super distracted. Sorry. Just a conversation trying to have. So thank you, JMO, for the 2122 right there. As I try to just fight on right here, FNV. Yeah, we'll look at it. You know, I did some scanning today on equities, and you know, a lot of stuff looks like crap. But energy, forget about it. Energy looks amazing. Like a resumption of the uptrend will continue soon. I guess we can look at some of those or whatever. But that's it, man. And then people are so like vitriolic and toxic and negative. It's like they only come out of the woodwork like when number doesn't go up after the engulfing. But these losers, these toxic people, never showed up in July nor September when the weekly candle closed. I was there 7 days a week both these times, and it closed and we played Jesus chimes and announced it, and that was it. And then what happened? Follow the price action. This time, oh my God, you know, don't hear positive here, only negative on here. So it's just like, it's really annoying, you know, the negativity and the hate out there. But that, I guess, comes with the territory of what I do, I guess. I'm not even making predictions, dude. I'm just announcing something that happened. Where are these people talking crap at the people like saying, oh, 100K Bitcoin, 100K Bitcoin? Like, where's that, man? I don't do that. Crazy. Okay, so yeah, weekly, daily, 4-hour, negative people, toxic people, got to deal with it as a streamer all the time. Every streamer has to deal with it, just, I'm sure, right? I mean, you're not streaming right if you don't have to deal with, you know, people being like that. So yeah, it's not good on the daily. Looks very bad. I mean, for now it does. Nothing looks good. No time scale on Bitcoin really looks good right now, okay? And the daily is giving you an edge, a bearish edge, implying a continuation downward where, you know, if this daily hidden divergence really played out, chat, easy 43K, easy 42K. Like, no problem, man. For a type 2 return, maybe. And then maybe down there, some serious stuff could happen. Yeah, I hate it, man. I hate it. It's just like there are times to make money, times not to lose money, and it's just been really tough. All right. So that's Bitcoin. Ethereum, bad too. Ethereum, not good. Rolling over. And if you look at Ethereum BTC, Ethereum.D, dominance, not good. Like, when Bitcoin bleeds out, Ethereum will lose more value. You understand? It's changed. Something has changed. You've broken critical supports. Your target on Ethereum, eventually $33.59 minimum. Then after that, probably $3,000. Yeah, things have changed. Lots of distribution going on. That has become confirmed recently in the past couple days with a dump like this, some nice follow through price action from bears. And now, again, I just think that these levels, you're below some critical levels here. I think you probably are going to 200. And with the dominance dumping like it is, really nice run. Ethereum to Bitcoin also dumping massively, head and shoulders and stuff. I'm just thinking, you know, whichever anchor point, you could say this is arbitrary. It doesn't, this low, fine. And then this high, fine. Then fine, an 886. It's a bullish bat pattern, potentially. So you've broken the bat action magnet move. If this is your B point, it's over. It's over. So, I mean, it just makes sense, right? This is where Bitcoin is technically on its own chart, around here. 42K to Bitcoin is like 2,900 to Ethereum. So, but hey, maybe you sell off some more and we get triple bullish divergence. Look at this, chat. Not good, okay? Not really what you want to see, where the daily Ethereum RSI 38 bearish control zone is now has been achieved. You've broken into it. And you don't stay in, you don't want to be in this area long, okay? This is the lowest level since September 21st. Bearish control zone, Chad. It's not good. I'm sorry to be the breaker of bad news here. But as Bitcoin sells off, Ethereum will dump harder based on the charts now, based on Ethereum dominance, based on Ethereum to Bitcoin. Yikes. I wish I had better news, okay? God, I mean, I hope that 3650, I hope all these little levels hold, man. It's just, it doesn't look good. Okay. And as I'm speaking, Bitcoin is dumping to, it's dumping hard right now. It is now, Bitcoin is dumping. Wow, 46,581 just tested again. That is that 4-hour candle close from December 4th. Let's go back to it real quick. Down 2% now. Is now at that pattern completion zone, but really, man, you can have a harmonic all day, right? But if you don't have many other variables lined up with that harmonic, it's pretty useless. It doesn't mean crap. And maybe it reacts there. But you cannot like take action on harmonics alone. You must have harmonics, type 2 returns, bullish divergence at that pattern completion zone. Maybe you have the context of another deep 886 retrace. And all this is happening at an inflection point. These are very important things, okay? And Bitcoin is showing zero of those things, okay? The only thing, just the little 4-hour harmonic after confirming, okay? The lower high, December 7th, December 25th, 27th. These are confirming lower highs than your previous highs for now. So the midterm downtrend is still intact. Okay, so what happens in bearish trends, even if they're midterm or short term? The bearish patterns, right? What was the bearish pattern here, chat? The bearish pattern was the confirmation high, the double top. We were here. We talked about the freaking shooting star that has ushered all of this in, right? What happens? Bearish patterns and bearish trends tend to be reliable, and they can oftentimes outperform. All right, so we got some development going on. We're getting closer and closer to our lowest levels. You know, I mean, we are at our lowest levels since the 20th of December. So 9-day lows. Sorry, the Bitcoin party is done still for now, but that is just not stuff that you want to see, even though we did engulf on the weekly. That's still real. You get that, right? Just because I reported it doesn't mean, oh, number go up 100K. Only morons think that. You can't like get mad at somebody for just identifying a structure, a Japanese candlestick that's written about in textbooks, Steve Neeson, okay? You can't get mad at me for just identifying that and reporting it. Wow. Let's go ahead and get mad at the weather guy. Oh, it's sunny outside. Yep, it's partly cloudy. There are a few clouds. And then a storm comes in. Oh, screw this guy. Like, what? It was partly cloudy. It did happen. I don't know, man. Yikes. All right, dude. This is the, you know, I guess for the streamer and stuff, especially in this market, man. It's like, you know, you got the good times, you got the bad times. We're just currently in the really bad times. But again, as I say all the time, this soon shall pass, right? The lowest lows, they won't last forever unless it's the Turkish lira. And you will not remain at the highest highs, the highest peaks either. Okay. So it is just important to have emotional balance in between the highest highs and the lowest lows, right there in the middle. So we can just look at, now go to the, you know, another high market cap coin, which is Cardano. We normally look at that one. It was down 5%, you know, failed to breach 148. This is called an upthrust, right? Where an asset breaches a critical ice line, a level of inflection, and is just unable to maintain prices above it for very long. That's a textbook upthrust. And since we've upthrusted and failed, we have dumped, and we're going lower. While Bitcoin dumps, this is gonna dump too. Everything will dump, maybe except Hex, right? Hey, I don't have a name. Thank you, dude, for the kind words. And the pounds, mate. Thank you, dude. Thanks, dude. All right, so, you know, hey, it could be coming for some sort of major type 2 return. It would be a blessing if we got a 120 PCZ back test, right? Yeah. You gotta love how the hidden divergence even played out. And what happened after the hidden divergence? Immediately, right? Classic bearish divergence. It's TAs being respected, like on the 4 hour, a lot of places. I mean, Bitcoin did it. So upside, downside, whatever. All right. So there's just not much here. There's just not much propping this price up at all until at least 120. So think about a little M shape, mini M shape there, 886, probably 122 minimum, in time. But Bitcoin's trying to hold. I mean, desperately trying to hold above 46,581. But yeah, dude. You know what Asia does? All Asia does is sell. That's empirical evidence. There are charts of that. That is not me just being conspiracy like some weirdo was saying yesterday, dude. That's like real. That's as real as the data that presented it. I'm sorry, what? Nawab, what's up, man? Maybe we'll see. I mean, hey, the people that predicted 100K Bitcoin, $10,000 Ethereum, they're saying that. They're saying reaccumulation for Q1. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. Well, let's just wait for an edge, because that's the heart and soul of this channel, is identifying variables that all line up, at the same area, at the same time. So yeah, Cardano down 4+%. Let's go to Binance Coin. You can't imagine anything is going to. This is very bad, right? I don't think you like BNB anymore. You look, man. If you're in a really bullish trend, right? If the market participants who have it all, right, who control the market, if they were bulls, there's no way this thing's rejecting prices at the 200 moving average and dumping again. That doesn't happen, right? So bears pretty much control this market right now. They do. Like, it's undeniable. You don't come back down after making confirmation lows. You don't underperform vastly and fail to even hit the top of the harmonic and then dump and then get right back to the PCZ again. That's bearish. Bearish price action. Very, very bearish stuff. Okay, so you just now, at this point, you can't be surprised if BNB market participants absorb the remaining demand at $500 and this breaches and we go much lower. Okay, you've just confirmed another consecutive lower high than the previous highs. More distribution confirmed. You can't like it. You do. You like it because we don't know what's going to happen at the inflection point on the type 2 return of the bullish harmonic, right? We don't know. But if the market was really bullish, this asset would have probably by now already hit the top of the harmonic. Would have probably already hit $600. It didn't though. So with these new sets of data, you can't really feel good about it. You can't feel bullish right now. Okay?
Reaccumulation sounds like hope to me. I think a lot of market participants are in denial that a bear market is a real possibility.
Well, I mean, like, we do need to, if that's true, the market participants, they want a long-term one. Got to break 40K, 42K. I mean, like, where Bitcoin is now, I mean, that could be by tomorrow morning. I mean, I'm just saying, dude, it's Asia. They're awake now, right? 7, 8 a.m. over there. All they do is sell. You've just back-tested inflection points from April as resistance. Yeah, you did that. And now you're selling off and you have 30 minutes until the daily candle close and lots of price action. I mean, the next 30 minutes, you got to wonder what's going to happen with all this fall through happening in power hour. Yes, power hour, the last hour of the day. This is here. We're live here. Normally during that, right? At least half the year with the daylight savings time and stuff. All right. So anyway, the big one's not doing well, and you got to be really disappointed in total. Here's total.
I like turtles.
We like total, but unconditionally, right? Because it's totals. But yeah, breaching back below critical inflection points. This is bad. This is technical bad stuff. All right, and it all started with what? Right? It all started with a 4-hour shooting star and a confirmation high. Yeah. So I mean, you could paint an M shape here, and you're getting closer, but you're not even there yet. You're not even at the pattern completion zone of that small harmonic. I think that's down to like 2.12 trillion. Just eyeballing it. If you need me to get it out, I will. I guess something like this. Here's your 886, 2.1 trillion. You got a long way to dump still before you even hit that level. So I'm just pointing it out. This is kind of everything, though, in my opinion. I think that, geez, dude, 2 trillion could very well be in store. Yeah, man, things have changed. You know, you attempted a rally and, you know, buyer induction and then bearish patterns, right? Bearish double top, 4-hour shooting stars. These became reliable and then they outperformed. They're outperforming right now. That's bad. That's not the price action. You have to understand trend reversing or continuing the current trend down. You see it. It's visualized with this channel. You're back inside the downtrend. Get it? Yeah. So just proceed with caution on everything crypto. But hey, man, since this is a technical analysis channel, it's not just a crypto channel. Guess what, dude? Guess what? There is hope out there, and it's in energy, in value names on the stock market, potentially silver, potentially gold. I mean, it's like you will get, look, man, hey, say something crazy happens, right? And then like we moon somehow randomly. You're not looking for the random moon. Ooh, you're going to feel like, oh my God, I missed out. I can't believe this. But dude, when a trend reverses, it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Trends reverse, it takes sometimes weeks. So you'll eventually make a higher low, and then a higher high, then a higher low, then high. But really, if you now, I mean, where we pivot here, we could rally higher than this high, and you're still technically in the downtrend until, I think, until you breach 2.6 trillion. Until this level up here is recaptured, bear trend. And you know, you can try to hyperbolize the word bear trend. It just means downtrend. So bear trend, downtrend, whatever. We're using animals, okay? Downtrend until 2.63 is breached again. And I'm talking for real breached and back tested and held as support instead of resistance. Yeah. Good. Sorry. And look, these are stern talks that have to be discussed. All right. I know these are unpleasant truths, things you don't want to hear, but you need to hear. Just okay. Like, I'm sorry. I hate these streams. Suck sometimes because it's like, I know people don't want to hear this. People don't want to. You know, people don't even want to tune in for it. You know, it's just so gross. But you know, the good times and the bad times. All right. Okay, so do we have, oh, let's go to S&P 500. So 70th daily close, all-time high, right? 70th. It's a different market over here. Not the same at all. Number go up, money printer go burr. Jerome Powell and Brandon, all right? 4,900 is that pattern completion zone. I think after a run like this, you'll pull back some. You know, you might fill a gap, 4,700, 4,696 for pivoting and rallying again. It's the waves, right? As long as it makes a higher low than 45.35, this is a valid structure, right? So don't even worry about, oh my God, it pulls back. What is this? The structure is not invalid until you fall below 4,500. Then it's invalid, right? But until then, it's still, right, valid. All right, and that's where we're looking for a major reaction up there eventually, okay? So just, yeah, we pull back, we have not back, you will back test 4,700 as support, chat. You understand me? You will. This index fund will pull back and at least attempt a back test. It may fail, and it might be successful, but it's gonna test at some point. All right, just don't be fooled to think that this is just gonna keep going up, straight up. In waves, you have swing lows and swing highs, minor ones, all right? Yeah, and I mean, I don't really see, I mean, it's like just a few names that are propping this market up. I guess it's value names now too, but I don't know, just proceed with caution, everything. We've had a wild, almost 2 years now, where you could have made generational wealth, and you probably should have, and a lot of you in here did. But now it's like, we're not, you know, the quantitative easing is like gone. We're tapering now. And eventually, maybe in a year from now or a little more, maybe not, it's supposed that we will increase interest rates. I mean, these are all real bad things in a fragile economy like this, in my opinion. So Dow Jones Industrial, all-time high, highest 4-hour candle close in human history on the Dow Jones Industrial. Do you understand this, chat? Jesus chimes for value for that Dow Jones guy. Nice, right? Different story in stocks than crypto, right? Big time. So eventually, you'll pull back, you'll back test things. You'll go back test 35,624, make a high low, and then maybe hold it successfully and then run again. So I think eventual target minimum 37,253. Okay, sweet, awesome. The Nasdaq struggling, underperforming the Dow Jones and S&P 500. It was down today, technically. So, it's still broken out. It still broke a supply line. Okay. There's still a gap. There's a gap down here at like 15,523. You can go down and back test, which I think you would. I think you would go and back test 15,400 first. Like S&P does it, Dow Jones does it, Nasdaq's going to do it too, right? When they do, all right? You get pullbacks, back test old levels of resistance and support, and then they run again. So that's it. Vastly underperforming. Can't even break the B point, December 8th high. I'll thrust it through it, and that's it so far. Tech lagging. Value and defensive stocks, yeah. Russ 2000. Vastly underperforming everything, as is tradition. Can't break the 200 moving average. You can't break the high point from December 8th, just like the Nasdaq. It's very similar. They're almost identical here, okay? So it's a dragon, but underperforming dragon. The tail has begun, but it's not much of a tail at all. So it's more of a nub right now. I think eventually you would, if market participants can breach the December 8th high, I think 2318, 2361, the top of the range you've been in. I think that'll happen just whenever. Okay, so those are your index funds. And then you go to golds. Hey, we love gold, right? Gold, look at this, chat. Oh my God. Can we get some more Jesus chimes? Look at this massive bullish engulfing candle at the inflection point. Not one time, but now 2 times? Are you kidding me? No way. Yes, way. All right, that's a statement candle right there. One bottom, second bottom. Okay, target 1833 here, most likely. All right, after some, maybe not, but hidden bullish divergence. All right, here we go, man. You had very real buyer exhaustion going on up here, right? Very real, undeniable. It was identified. We dumped. But when you dumped, what happened? Most recent event, you just made a higher low than the previous low. You're above the 2011, 2012 inflection points.
Please.
And now,
have a happy new year, Mitch.
And now, right after the classic bearish divergence that kind of underperformed bad, you now have hidden bullish divergence. A continuation is implied. So if the TA is respected on both oscillators, by the way, yes, both oscillators implying a continuation upward, then this will happen. That will occur. 1833, you'll make, the highest highs since November. And it won't be weird at all. Okay, so gold, doing things. Real big deal here. Actual developments. I can't believe it. Silver, underperforming. Gold, big time. Below an inflection point. All right, so it's just not doing near as good of things. It's already taken off at a really good spot, but no type 2 return really, I don't think. And it's below $23. So even in the bearish divergence too, we've identified that just like on gold. It's playing out, but it's not really going anywhere yet. But I think I feel a lot better about silver above $23. You get above $23 and 200 moving average, and you probably go to $25. Yeah, but you can't really say there's hidden bullish divergence because it's a slightly lower low than the previous low, so it's bearish convergence. So gold looking better than silver at this current time on the 4 hour. All right, gold. Gold chat. Wow. Sure. Why would I not look at that? Because this was, we identified this, and then this is when someone told me, all right? Of course. I looked, the last time I looked at the XAU to BTC chart, which is gold to Bitcoin, I talked about this looks like Ethereum when it was at $300. And they said, that's just your own biased. That's just your own biased opinion. And I'm like, what? How is this my biased opinion when it looked like it was bottoming out and certainly is right now and is rallying and is testing that 200-day simple moving average, and look at the negative momentum about to go positive. Dude, gold about to outperform the crap out of Bitcoin by the looks of this chart. Do you understand? Gold going to be superior to Bitcoin right here on the weekly. I mean, imagine ignoring this. I mean, in one day, 23 hours, you will have a confirmed bullish engulfing candle on XAU to BTC on the weekly. After all this divergence, after the confirmation low, the second test, gold's about to outperform the crap out of Bitcoin, chat, okay? And the target's pretty much 6 cents, 6.6 cents up here. Look left. Yeah. Don't get mad at me for disidentifying this stuff, okay? I mean, this is real. This is the weekly. This is not a joke, and this is like everything you could dream of or want. It's up 2% on the day. Are we cool? I mean, just saying. Maybe you should start panning all that dirt you have. Yeah, dude. I mean, that'd be a great idea. Maybe you'll find some gold in there. I think you need a river or something, right? I mean, don't you pan for gold like in rivers and rivulets and springs and stuff like that? If you should try to find gold in dirt, probably not going to be successful. Okay. So yeah, so that means, right? Soon chat, you will be able to get your own, very own mid-trade TA golden coin like this, right? Great time, dude.
Don't give me hope.
I have to, man. I don't like you because you're so obnoxious, Peter Schiff, but I gotta hand it to you. This is your chart right here, and it looks like it might be time to shine soon. Unless something changes fast. Thing, man. All right, so, you know, gold, silver, S&P 500, you know, the index funds, the big cryptos. JMO requested something. He requested FNV. Okay, we'll look at it. Sure. Oh, interesting. Yeah, very interesting here. Now, you know, starting to be like, you made a low or high and then a slightly lower high on an attempted rally, and you've sold off again, and now you've made another lower high. What's going on here? But the major level of inflection is holding for now. You engulfed on the weekly a couple weeks ago. There is some bullish convergence going on. Interesting. Very interesting.
I just sold my gold for BTC and now you lay this crap on me.
Yeah, right. You'd never tell me. If that was a real Peter Schiff, he'd never say that. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I mean, you got yourself a little hidden bullish divergence. Continuation implied. You're getting it. Not so much yet, but we don't know if this is going to hold. If it does, you're going to 152. You know, maybe 165 if you're lucky. But if it doesn't hold, I think there's a plethora of outcomes that could occur, right? You don't hold it, you create an M shape.
Can you look at heat?
Yeah, rethink finance. Thanks for 20, dude. Yeah, sure. All right, so you could look at this as a potential confirmation low at a level of inflection, which could be actionable. I mean, it's a little, you know, off of that. Touched it one time, right? On one day on the 15th and then bounced. And also a nice little hammer too. Nice little bullish hammer. Undeniable bullish hammer right there. Cute. So could go to fill a gap. 144 would be that minimum target from here if it rallied. But if it's below 124, I don't think you want anything to do with the asset. I get it though. It could be a harmonic, man. It could be a Gartley here. Sure, maybe, but that's going to be down at like 114 or something, 115. So it's all about the levels. It could be actionable because it looks like it's working on a confirmation low here. It's minerals, non-energy minerals. I don't really know like what that means, but if it plays out, gap fill, and then 152 to maybe 165. If it doesn't play out, you'll see the weakness, okay? You'll come back down. You'll start cutting through, bleeding through 124, 127, and that's when you know, yeah, a lot of weakness here. So if the market is still bullish on this one, most likely it's not going back down to 120. It's not going to go test 124, right? It's probably going to reverse here. But if it's weak, man, it's probably going to go test it and then breach it and then dump. And then you could see 105 again. So just, you know, that's what we're looking for. Now looking for price action. As I speak to you about price action, Bitcoin is at session lows, breaking critical support. Hidden bearish divergence beginning to play out. Very well, outperforming. Not oversold, unfortunately. 37. So now Bitcoin on the daily RSI is in the bearish control zone, chat. Hate to be the breaker of bad news, man. I hate it, man. But this is happening, and you could be. It looks more probable than not that you're going to go for a type 2 return to at least 43K, 42.8. $13 minutes until you're closed. 13 minutes of death, maybe, and blood for this one. No edge. No edge on the 4 hour. There was an edge, a slight edge, and it was attempted rally. You got it. It was pathetic, and you dumped. All right. Shooting star. So you're below. I really don't like it below that December 4th low. That's like the worst, you know. So, I mean, just. Oh no, I mean, like at this point, the way Ethereum.D and Ethereum to BTC look, it looks like while Bitcoin dumps, Ethereum will outperform or underperform, meaning Ethereum will dump and lose more percentage points than Bitcoin while Bitcoin's on its way down, okay? I don't know about that, Austin says it. He says at some point, other alts will need to break from Bitcoin to survive. Not true at all. What if Bitcoin goes into bear market and all these coins go into bear markets too and lose most of all their value? They don't die. They still exist. They're still tradable assets. Maybe they get delisted from a lot of exchanges because of illiquidity and no one making the market on them anymore. But when Bitcoin eventually recovers, they will recover too and probably outperform because they have much smaller market caps and it's much easier to move the meter on them. Okay. They never have to break away or decouple from Bitcoin. You will occasionally have passing correlations and passing decouplings where, like Hex, Hex is just doesn't care. Hex is not concerned with Bitcoin's price action. IOTA today, not concerned. True. Today, not concerned. But tomorrow will be, most likely. Monero, not concerned, but probably tomorrow will be 1.66% off. There are a few assets up today. Atom's up. And Algo's up 8%, right? Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry. Let's see. Discord link, you know, if you're concerned and you want to stay more updated. I mean, being connected to a community that its heart and soul is based on traditional technical analysis, everything I talk about in here, that's probably a good community to be a part of. So you probably want to join the Discord if you're not a part of it. I just pinned it to the chat. We got nearly 14,000 members, and it's pretty active. Shoot, man, general chat's lit as F, almost like 24/7, man. 24/7 general chat, getting the MVP award, right? Yeah, sure, maybe 60% of it's GRT memes, but memes are what we need in downtrends, okay? Memes keep us sane.
Fellas, it's been an honor and a privilege. We shall rise again one day. Till then, get wrecked.
Thank you, Egg, for the get wrectage. The GRT, you mean, right? Which is what it stands for. I have no idea what these coins are going to cost. Zeke's still working on the logistics. He's writing a prospectus for me for everything, like how it's going to be done. You know, I don't know, dude. I have no clue yet. He's working on it. So we're just at that point. I know there's heavy demand for them from the people in this community, but just hang tight. All right. We will also be NFTing them somehow. Don't really know how it's going to work actually, but you know, the coin that you get will also be an NFT. Okay, hold on. Let's F&B, we looked at it. Let's see. XSPA was the next request. I'll look at rec too, patrons. XSPA, Express Spa Group. Well, we've been here. We plotted the levels. You breached a major level. Like, I mean, this to me, I don't know what it's going to do in the next like week, but I think eventually it's going to make a major rally to nearly $3, or at least 228, at least that high from March 17th. But straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. If you break 165 bullishly, it looks like things have reversed. You could very well, you understand it's not like me like predicting, right? It's me just like identifying levels of inflection from history, right? That's all. And what was the price action between those levels? If it's straight up, straight down, then historically it could do that same thing again. And it's probable. It's like probable that the same price action would occur again if it's happened 100 times before, right? So XSPA, you might pull back. You are bearish divergence on the 4-hour right now. Let's go to the daily. Probably nothing. Daily showing a little bearish divergence in development. You did have a bearish Mara Bazoo. That did happen. But at the same time, man, that's pretty good. Where you failed to hit that 116 again, and now you look at that. That's really good on the daily. Look how you broke it and then you back tested it. The level of inflection was sprung and back tested the spring by the looks of it a couple times, and now catching some follow through, pulling back. So you might come and back test this high at 194 right there. That wouldn't be that weird. But look, you can clearly see like the wave structure, right? The potential wave structure. Well, you know, whichever one, I think probably this one. XAB. And then you got C, and then when I was under C, the larger wave. So you go to the 786, or really this one would be the 886, the bat. This would be a bearish bat, and that would take you to like 284, and that's near the $3 mark. So I just that's probably in time where it's headed. It could come and pull back. I think as long as it stays above 165, that's the cutoff. You stay above 165 long enough, I think you will eventually see 285 on this asset. Yeah, this is a major thing. This is not a joke, okay? This is a good looking asset right now, good request, just because it's not trash. It doesn't look like crap, and you know, it's good. Panic at the Bisco. Thank you, dude. Kind of look at Eat. Eat is the next request, it seems. Let's make sure this is okay. Good, it's not an S coin. Just Brinker International. Eat. Bruh, I don't know about this song. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go to the weekly because I've never been here in my life. Can you believe that? Ooh. It's one peak back from 2007. It was once a peak. Is it now trying to act as a valley, a support? You had on the weekly, last week, bullish engulfing candle back above that level. You haven't seen positive momentum since March of this year. Since the buying climax, my God, it went to $78. It's at $37 right now, $36.90. I don't know, man. Like, do you really? I mean, if it's gonna do anything, right, it just would react here. And it's the first time, right? So I think like maybe we need more data, but it is nice that you have An engulfing candle confirmed last week. It's still holding up with 1 day, 22 hours to go. I think there could probably be more upside on this if that engulfing candle actually plays out. But remember, all I'm doing here, chat, is like I did on Bitcoin. This is a weekly bullish engulfing candle, okay? It covered the previous candle. That's it. That's the definition. If it fails here, all right, but you can't like be toxic or mad or negative for the content creator who does traditional technical analysis for reporting that exists and happened, right? Yep. You got your own problems if you do that. I'm not calling for it to roll here or to rally. Just call the candle. All right, so seems like there's a level where there's consolidation and chop, maybe around $41. Look, you have all this back from 2013. Then you got the high from 2018. It was a valley. It was a valley a couple times more, a couple of times. I mean, that's your target. If this is going to play out and you just make a scrub rally, you go up here, maybe you reverse there and you come back down for a second test. And then that's when it's actionable on the weekly, right? That's when it's unbelievably good. But for now, I don't know. It's just happened. So yeah, it looks like on the daily, it tried to get a confirmation low, right? Tried. I mean, you're seeing one bottom and then an attempted sell-off to push it lower, and the market participants, the sellers, failed. And on the failure, a rally ensued that has gotten it back above that 2013 level. The 2012 level, excuse me, 2012 and 2013. All right, so, a gap fill, I wouldn't be surprised at all if a gap fill happened here, right? You fill a gap, and then you end up making a higher low than the two lows, and then it could be time to roll, to run to the upside, right? That gap fill, 35.51. Just think about something like it sells off and it fills the gap and then it rolls to 40. I don't know why I'm saying rolls right now. Okay, it rallies. Okay, so maybe something like that. That'd be amazing. A gap fill and a back test. Because look what you did. That level we identified on the weekly. You gapped up through it. So I think a gap fill would resolve a successful back test of that old level 23 from 2013. Yeah, so. Something like that. I think 35.76, maybe have an alert set up on EAT. Eat. Feels chubby, man. Let's have an alert right there. Hear the beep. Really going to be Hawkeye in this, man. See, my issue right now with what it's done is there's now hidden bearish divergence on the daily. So, like Bitcoin, impending price action continuation could be implied, not just on the MACD histogram, but unfortunately also the relative strength index, right? Impending price action, continuation to the downside. That's what this means right here. Daily, okay, well, let's see that continuation to fill the gap to hold the 2013 level, and then we run to $40. That'd be cool. We'll see though, right? It could be also in a major correction and could continue to dump till you do a full reset in 886 from that previous $7 low. And that'd be much lower. And I'm talking, you wouldn't be wanting to mess with this crap. You do not want anything to do with this crap below 35.76 in my opinion, really. Look, man, you're talking about 15.78 or 22.84. Those are your deep full resets and uptrends, right? That's a lot more downside. That's EAT. All right, let's look at that next one. Patrons, I think they pinged me and requested this. I don't know, I haven't been here in a while. Well, is that it? Yeah, I remember this place. Hey, here's Request Network, REQ, US dollar on Binance. Undeniable uptrend going on, and it was rallying. I mean, it hit a high today of 45.2 cents and is now at 37 cents, up 4%. Trying to hold on to this. It's actually not. It's falling below this daily candle high close from August 12th. It is now a resistance. Bearish engulfing candle, and now a successful back test of that level as resistance. With the way Bitcoin looks, I mean, I think probably 29.4 cents would be next. But hey, maybe it just keeps making the higher lows and then it runs again and goes insane. Sure, maybe. You say an M shape. Is it a Garley or something? Is that what you're trying to tell me? No, way too deep. Oh my God, way too deep for any kind of M shape here. Formal harmonic that's in a textbook. Yeah, maybe hidden bullish divergence, but if you're below 38 cents, 37.99 cents, yeah, I don't really know, man. Everything crypto is kind of like, I'm sketched, right? Because it's like maybe the individual asset's doing okay for now until it changes tomorrow. But like, it's kind of like you want to see, right? Bulkowski talks about the trend stuff, right? On traditional assets. All right, step one, are there 3 parts to what you want, right? First part, you want the macro to be bullish. If we're in crypto.
Local on the dumps, Mitch.
Thank you. Right, thank you, Elliot. You want the macro to be bullish. If Bitcoin's in a midterm downtrend, undeniable it is. Consecutive lower highs, lower lows since the all-time high. Okay, midterm downtrend in the macro. Well, that's an X. That's not a check mark, right? Then you know, in going back to equities, the macro, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, right? The IXIC, the Nasdaq Composite. And then the second test, what you really want to be bullish is the sector of the individual asset you want to trade, right? So REC, I have no idea what the heck it does. It's just your standard scrub coin. So it's kind of tough. But I know like in crypto, you think about, so, all right, there's DeFi, there's like privacy coins, right? There's different sectors, I guess, in crypto. Oh, it's becoming that way more and more. The more it develops and matures. We couldn't have this conversation as much 3 years ago. But in equities, it's like, so the macro, the S&P 500, Dow Jones, right? And then the sector of the individual asset you're looking to trade. So say you're looking to trade like a semiconductor like NVIDIA or AMD. Well, how's the semiconductor sector doing? Well, go to like the SOXL, right, and check that chart out. That's an aggregate of many different semiconductors. Okay, well, it's making consecutive higher highs, higher lows, just like the S&P 500. Okay, you're batting 2 for 2. So now then you go to the third check mark, right, or the third thing you need, you want to see to go to have conviction on being long is the individual asset. Is it in an uptrend? Is it making consecutive higher highs, higher lows? Right? When all 3 of these criteria are met, then you're like, that's the ideal, I think, best way to trade when all 3 are saying the same thing. They're all bullish, right? But when so in crypto, what I just went into all this for is like Bitcoin's macro right now is not looking good. So even if Request Network it looks okay, it's making these higher highs, higher lows, that may not last, man. That could change anytime Bitcoin gets violent and dumps. This thing could very well change too. All right. So just wanted to go into that. Yes, yeah, I wasn't going to stop the education right there. So Jesus chimes for a new day being born. Unfortunately, it's ugly. All right, it's real ugly. Here it is. It's your lowest. Ooh, my NOAA weather radio is going off right now. Let's go. Tornadoes on the way. Ooh, is that a tornado watch? All right. So anyway, that's the lowest lowest daily candle close since the 19th.
It's China
below the
to
200-day
me.
moving
China.
average. The inflection
China.
points from history are
Jesus
now
chimes.
resistance.
I mean, Jesus chimes.
Yep. Well, I mean, you get Jesus chimes no matter what, right? I mean, because the daily candle closed and a new one was born, right? So it's just tradition, man. It's just what we do here, right? So yeah, I mean, not a good start, and the hidden bearish divergence is implying probably a type 2 return. So when you're implying a downward continuation on the daily, and you've just successfully broken critical support, and then on the new day you successfully back tested that level that was once a resistance as resistance again, that is as bearish as it really gets. Local price action, that's as bearish as it gets, man. All right. Multiple variables implying more downside here. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yes, 37.5 on the daily RSI. So lots of downward price action if market participants will it, and it wouldn't be weird at all. Big yikes. Don't worry, one day it'll turn around again, but maybe we get the type 2 sooner rather than later. Dude, it would be insane if I went off the air. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think if my power goes out, it'd be like the first time ever this building's power had gone out, right? I mean, since something really bad's happened. So anyway, that's Bitcoin. And then Ethereum, as we've discussed, will underperform or will lose more value as Bitcoin bleeds out. It will lose more percentage points. Okay, that's what is going on. Hidden bearish divergence also confirmed on Ethereum on the daily, and you've broken critical support. And I think minimum target eventually 33.64. But if you want to talk about full resets and uptrends, we're talking $3,000, $2,900. Bearish control zone also on the RSI. Just not good, man. Can Cincy pull the upset? Probably not, man. Probably not.
Noise!
Herbert super chatted $35.74. Can we look at Hex for the thirsty hexagons, please?
Sure. Hex. A breath of fresh air. Wow. Psycho candles, though. What's going on, dude? I have no idea what to make of that, because it's showing on the new day that Hex just hit a low of 26.8 cents. I don't think that happened, man. So anyway, despite the psycho weirdness of just the new day candle on this one, what happened, chat? What happened on Hex? It backtested and held successfully 27.5 cents, held it as support, and then what did it do? After that, it went to test the major level, 34 to 35 cents. If you break 35 cents, I think you're going to 45 cents. No problem, man. PCZ of the bearish shark pattern. So have your alerts set up above 35 cents, because 35 cents is a big, big inflection point. Very good. That's it, dude. I wish there's more to talk about, Herbert. Thank you, man, for the super chat. I mean, yeah, people calling for 20. Dude, it's just like, I wish people would just stop calling for things. It's like, it's so arrogant to be even like calling for things. I mean, it's one thing to be like, okay, I'm presenting an argument based on traditional technical analysis that's been researched for 100 plus years. Okay. And here's my reason why. And here are all the variables why. But then it's another to just be like, 20K, dude, we're going to 20K. You just don't get it, dude. We're going to 100K. You just don't get it, dude. It's like, present an argument, man. None of that's an argument. That just makes you look dumb, like a freaking moon boy, or an earth boy, an underground boy. I don't know what the inverse of moon boy is. All right. But yeah, there are reasons to believe there is more downside on Bitcoin, at least to go, based on TA, at least to go probably to 43K again next. After that, then we'll talk. We'll reassess, okay? We'll see what the oscillators are looking like. We don't know until it happens, until we get there, right? Doom Boy, Mole Boy. I don't know about that, man, right? Yeah, I know. Options expire Friday. It's like $8 billion worth of options. It's a record. The last record was like 5 billion. Yeah, there will be tons of options expiring on Friday. See, investor, did I? I don't know. Did you request it, man? Oh, yeah, I did see it. Sorry, it just happened. And right, the new day started. We're watching Bitcoin break down, break critical support, back test as resistance. Not good. So yeah, we'll go to it. We're just kind of getting the local out on the 8s out of the way, right? One world universe. Oh God, sounds. Yep, that's about it, man. This is the globalist chart, right? The one world universe, right? This is the Bogdanovs and Klaus Schwab or whatever his name is, and George Soros, and all the countries that have been infiltrated by the New World Order or whatever. This is it. This is their chart. Yeah, it's up 28.8%. It's crazy, man. Probably going to 76 cents based on, if you look at levels looking left from 2003 and 4 and 6. Yeah, it could very well go to 76 cents. After that, I don't know, man. Like, you know, it's a candle I close at $1. Psycho chart. I mean, wow. You talk about the composite operator. Definitely was there, wasn't he? I've never been here, right? Like this, I guess maybe I have once, but look at the accumulation. Look at the M shape. Look at the confirmation low after the M shape and the higher low. Dang, man. Like, it'd have been nice November 2nd, or at least even in July, if you were requested this. But yeah, it's just gone now. This is what happens after accumulation occurs. It can happen. Normally it doesn't like this, but it can happen. Dang, man, it didn't even really stop, did it? Above that 25-cent level. Dang, man. So yeah, you would think it's possible maybe we see 76 cents in time. But at this point, dude, it's like playing Russian roulette with your wallet. If you want to try to buy now, you are doing that. You're like, okay, spinning the revolver. There's one bullet and it could, yep, ouch, right? That's what, but it's your wallet, you know. No, I'm kidding. New World Order. I'm kidding. Like One World Universe sounds very, very One World Universe. I don't know, dude. Industrial machinery, producer manufacturing, man.
TGGI dumped yesterday and bounced back.
Oh, thank you, dude. Oh, we can look at it. TGGI. Thank God it gets I Day. I don't know, it just reminds me of TGI Friday. TGIF or whatever. Sorry. My mic is echoing. Chad, is this real life? Or is that just your upper lip? Or upper ear, I guess. Good God, man. Wow. Yeah, dude. Well, you know, right? It was like, it looked okay, but then what did we say? The last time we were here, I don't like how this thing is rounding out now. After it confirmed a bottom, it rallied and did what? Confirmed a lower high, confirmation high, and it did dump. Good God. Okay, well. So, dude, right, that's where we are. That was it. It was like bullish 5-0, and then attempted rally, pathetic. Don't like it. Then that happened where at one point during the day, it was down 73% in one trading session, chat, before it bounced and then closed only down 26%. Yikes. Look what it did. Tested the 200-day moving average. Cool story, bro. I don't know now, man. Like, yeah, just have fun playing. You want to play stuff like that? An asset that loses 75% of its value intraday? You have fun, Haas. You do your thing. I don't really like that. I'll just go buy Walmart. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy this. I'm gonna go buy Walmart, chat. Yeah, Walmart. Nice, insanely beautiful, bullish Gartley-Bartley, right? With a confirmation low, and the second low, it's higher than the previous low. Accumulation. Near kind of the bottom of a major range you've been confined in since you broke it August of 2020. Over a year you've been here. This looks really good, man. Walmart. So no thank you, TGGI. No money there. Money in Walmart maybe, though, because of reasons that are technical, you know. Yeah, Walmart Moon Boy. Here we go. I'm cool with it, man. Reinvest those dividends while it plays out. And maybe in defensive stocks, maybe we break 153. Target looks pretty good too right now. Also trying to confirm its own bottom. Yep. Okay. I had a really good scanning session today because I found some very interesting gems out there. You know, if you're a patron, you're privy to that. You know, you gain access to all my chart scanning sessions. You know, when I go hard, you can tell, right? Especially when you have your notifications on for that channel in the Discord, the charts only chart or chat. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So target 2, right? Target. I found. Oh yeah, it wasn't a confirmation low. It was actually the reason why it was okay was the fact that it got back above 222. This little area. It's not good enough yet, maybe for action, but it is a shark, right? We have a shark here. 113 too. Pretty interesting. All right, a little shallow there, but that's a 113, 115 right there. So nice reaction. Maybe we'll get a type 2 return on a back test of like 222, but just interesting. I know it looks like a major double top, and that was the neckline. And the market participants, they had enough to push it below the neckline of the double top. But what was the immediate fall through price action of the bearish breakdown? A few days later, rejection. You're back above it. So when you reject to fall below ice lines, really good things can happen. So it's just something to pay attention to, all right? And there's not an edge. I mean, shoot, dude. On the daily, there was classic bullish divergence right there. On that, at that 113, below the critical support, the rejection. You got to love rejection, man. Okay, because it's like you have head and shoulders and stuff that fail. Oh, there was a beautiful head and shoulders that failed. It was incredible. You fell below it. You fell below the neckline. It looked like all hope was lost. And then, moon. It was HCA. Watch this. HCA. Like, oh no, a devastating head and shoulders pattern, chat. It's over. And look, when you get back above the neckline, it can be a long opportunity. So this was going on with this one. HCA, busted head and shoulders pattern. Now, technically, actually, based on definition of how you invalidate a head and shoulders is when you break above the right shoulder's high. You really haven't done that yet, so it could be a confirmation high there. But just pay attention. This is what happens when you reject bearish breakdowns. Rejection is when you fall below, but you don't spend much time there before you get right back above that critical level. And look what happened, you know? So anyway, education, man, it's cool. Bitcoin down $275 plus, and it's terrible time, right? I mean, just, yeah, it looks like 43K eventually, 42K with this going on the daily. Yeah, we talked about Hex. We looked at it. Yep. Yeah, nothing to do here but wait, unless you're shorting or something. But you know, maybe shorting would have been better at like 52K versus now. But you know, I think like just times to make money, times not to lose money. This is a time not to lose money. If you like this market long term, you just gotta wait now. You do. Like, it doesn't matter if it reverses here, you know, now, but you need to wait because there's no reason to believe that the bottom's in after this just happened. No. Confirming that you're making substantially lower highs than the previous highs before in early December, late November. Confirming that one time, we don't know. Second time, oh yeah. And on the second time, you confirm it
Mitch,
on the 4 hour.
Can you speak on some basic / key settings for a stock / crypto screener that are worth paying attention to? Thanks.
I don't know, man. I you know, you can use FinViz. You should look for all the technical potential patterns the bot finds. Most of the time it's crap, or sometimes it's crap. Sometimes you find some gold in there. But I have my own watch lists now. Like, you know, you do it long enough, you just add so many large market cap stocks to it, or crypto, I guess, and you can add here and there. You know, oh hey, I don't have that one on my watch list. Let's put it there. I mean, you add it. It's like something that compiles over time as an analyst trader, right? And then you're set. I mean, you don't, right? You know, you have your, I mean, I have my koi fin up with my gainers and losers, and a lot of times I'll see top gainers and losers, and I've never heard of that. Let me see how much volume it has. All right, let's add it to the watch list, right? It's really nonchalant stuff, man. I don't know. It's not really crazy. So chat, we are at session lows. Bitcoin is, and you've broken the support. I mean, I get it. There's some lows here, but there's and you're oversold still too. But there's just no edge. There's nothing implying that it's gonna reverse at this level. Guess what? There was an edge. There was a reason to believe that Bitcoin on the 20th of December was going to reverse, at least for a little while. It did. This was tweeted about. This was identified on stream. But now I'm telling you, we're right back down at this level, and there's nothing implying this time that this will hold. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm just hanging out for a minute. I mean, the stream, we're kind of good. 1 hour, 15-minute live stream, and yeah, covered a lot today. I think, I mean, there's been some good education in the stream. Crypto just kind of awful right now, and it happens. Oh yeah, by the way, Ghislaine Maxwell found guilty in the sex abuse case. I think that's awesome. I'm not sure if it's being covered much, but it's real. It happened. So at least some good happened today. As we continue to drop, we just cracked below 45, or we just fell into the 45s for the first time since the 20th of December. 9 days, technically 10 days now. Yep. 10-day lows, chat, and falling, and no edge. Total market cap, again, same thing. 2.16 trillion. I just don't see anything, like nothing. It's confirmation high. One high, you don't know. Rally, second high, confirming that the downtrend is very real. Look, you had 3 different highs back in November, December, beginning of December. 3 different times. You only need 2 here. And now you're dumping, man. And it's below this level here. I mean, I don't think there's anything till 2 trillion, and 2 trillion isn't really that big a deal. 2 trillion is kind of like psychological. So, and the way it looks when Bitcoin sells off, some of these alts will lose way more of their value percentage-wise than Bitcoin itself. Ethereum is really who I'm calling out the most. Party ended on Ethereum. For now. For now, chat. And eventually, man, eventually. I mean, if you're talking about massive M shapes, talking $2,900 to $3,000. I mean, I know there's 35, 37. I do. I see the high from May 13th, or the low from May 13th, the high one time May 4th, and then the high from September 9th. I mean, I think that's going to be tested maybe today, right? 35, 37. But, you know, that doesn't hold. There's nothing. It's just very little. It's like straight up, straight down scenarios, you know, between 3K and 3,500. So just be mindful. Yep. I mean, most alts are down 3% today already on the new day. You get that, right? Bitcoin's down 0.67%, and all altcoins are getting demolished. This is what happens in downtrends, okay? So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, is it really safe and smart to be like longing one S coin that had been doing well, but tomorrow it changes? Like that correlation comes back. It's it's beta. It goes right back to the way it was, where it's very sensitive to Bitcoin volatility and lower prices. So I am leaving tomorrow, spending New Year's in Dallas, Texas with my dad and my friends. We're going there to watch the playoff game. Got some really good tickets. That game is on the 31st. And got some friends out there that way, people I know. So it's going to be really tough for me to get streaming in while I'm gone. Like, I don't even know if I'll be able to. So I just wanted to let you all know, service announcement about that, okay? And I mean, like, what better time, right, to get your mind off the charts when they just look bad. They don't look like they're going up next. They look like they're going down next. And that's just, it's a probability. It's not certainty. And never was certain and never will be certain. The naivete involved with thinking there are certainties on this market knows no bounds based on some of the crazy, toxic, and negative comments people have made lately. But they weren't around. These losers weren't around when that same idea, I mean, the same engulfing candles on a weekly, other times where they did usher in reversals. They weren't spewing out negativity. They weren't even around, they weren't saying anything. They weren't saying anything nice. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Well, they sure as heck weren't saying something nice when something nice happened. They only exist when something negative happens. They can't wait. Those are terrible people, man. They got serious warped perceptions of reality and how life should be. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, Brad, man. Yeah, depending on how far it is and stuff from everything. All right. So yeah, Bitcoin, as it was selling off, starting to rally some. It's going to rally, it's going to dump, it's going to pump, it's going to whatever. It's going to be all over the place. It's volatile, very volatile. So you did hit that PCZ, didn't you, of the shark? So yeah, a reaction is always a possibility. Reaction, meaning it it craps around for an hour and then dumps again, right? You might be reacting at an 886, 95% retrace from the previous low. That's an M shape. We're about to see how, if the trend's bearish, that's gonna be violated, probably. Violated and invalidated. Okay, so thank you for the likes, the love, the support, everything in between. I really do appreciate y'all. Please understand, this is, I get to do what I love every day, which is reading charts and hanging out with people that also care about reading charts. That's all it's ever been about, man. And just paying respect and homage to the legends that put their life's work into researching traditional technical analysis. We are just merely disciples of their genius research, okay? That's all it's ever been about. It's not about making calls. It's never been about being right or wrong. It's just about trying to identify all those variables. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA. And roll tide.